everyone in Katribu. Welcome to another episode of Kalingang Katribu. My name is Vernon Velasco, your host, and today we are joined by Maria Angela Aris to talk about her advocacy on women empowerment and her own business, her own brainchild business, Starry, Shining StarryTea Cafe. Hello, Angela. Welcome to the
Hello,
show.
hi.
Yeah. First off, how are you holding up in this pandemic?
Honestly, at the onset of the pandemic, it was
Mm-hmm.
really hard to cope up. But then, we have no choice. We have to fight and to live day
Mm-hmm.
after day. And as of the moment, I think it's all getting better naman po.
Mm-hmm. And you own this business. It's called the Shining StarryTea Cafe. So, what is the story behind this? What is the unique service proposition and whatnot?
Actually, we are gonna celebrate our first year this coming November 8th.
Mm-hmm.
So as you will notice, nag-start talaga siya during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And because our business really is about events. So we are organizing different kind of events,
Mm-hmm.
especially we are sending candidates po sa international pageant franchises namin. That
Very
was
fancy. Mm-hmm.
our business talaga for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
And then the pandemic happened and we were thinking that paano na yung mga staff namin,
Okay.
how can they provide for their families, how can they provide for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Oh.
the business, the Shining StarryTea Cafe came. The idea was from me and my husband.
Mm-hmm.
And so we are now celebrating our first anniversary, our anniversary rather.
Mm-hmm.
And we are just glad that despite everything, nandito kami and we were able to divert into the food business. Kasi nakaka-enjoy siya.
Yeah, it's actually a make or break year for businesses, especially this pandemic kasi you do not know if it will thrive eh. Parang you are not very sure of the returns. So what made
Yes,
you
that's
venture?
true.
I mean, what made you venture into a restaurant business that shops are closing. You could have ventured into other ventures per se.
Actually, ano po it started siguro, marami pa muna kaming sinimulan na
Mm-hmm.
ibang business during the pandemic. We started ng yung mga mag-sell ng boneless bangus, different products online,
Mm-hmm.
together with our staff. And then, so nagkaroon kami ng lakas ng loob to open the business kasi siguro yung ano lang talaga, willpower and continuous marketing strategy.
Okay.
So kahit medyo unpredictable yung pasok,
Mm-hmm.
yung situation, we were able to fight it.
Yeah.
In terms siguro dun talaga sa marketing strategy, yun po talaga yun.
Okay, yeah. Can you elucidate further on that marketing strategy? How did you sort of, pivot on this marketing strategy and, basically make sense of this leverage po?
I think ano po, ang usual na ginagawa talaga namin is constant posting sa social media. That's number one tool talaga nowadays.
Okay.
And then good service, number one then. And also yung every now and then we have our promos kasi Filipinos love promos talaga.
Okay.
So we always come up into ideas na for the promos and then people come in naman and also we have delivery and pick up, something like that whenever there's a lockdown or quarantine restriction. So we make sure that we are still reachable, that our customers can still order from us even at the comfort of their homes.
Yeah. I'm very much interested in that, take out and delivery, to save you from basically slump. Kasi di ba parang you have a brick and mortar shop and then parang you are not constantly able to utilize it eh. Di ba? Parang you have a lot of overheads na binabayaran dyan and then you still make upa. So,
Yes, totoo. Actually, there were times talaga na I think parang sabi namin, are we still gonna do this? But then we are looking at our staff and also syempre business naman talaga, it's risky.
Yeah.
And kahit prior pandemic, owning a business is just very risky. So maybe siguro ito yung naiambag naman in terms ng sa mga yung event na ginagawa namin or yung business namin before, that we are very welcoming sa mga race
Yes.
talaga. So I think yun, nag-benefit talaga kami doon from our past experiences.
Yeah.
And so talagang hand in hand naman kami ng husband ko with the business and together with our staff. So I think we're getting okay naman. We're doing okay, I think so.
Yeah. First anniversary, you said you opened in the thick of the pandemic. So first anniversary, you said it's very rewarding. And in terms of numbers, were you able to sort of hit the target in the first year?
The first year, yes, there was na talaga agad ROI.
Yes.
Nag-ROI na kami. Kasi naman minimal lang naman din yung, I think yung mga mag-open siguro ng as a tip lang din for business owners na gustong mag-open during this time. Just make it minimal lang dapat yung expenses and kung saan makakatipid. Kasi honestly, when we did our shop, our store, kami lang and mga staff namin, kami lang yung gumawa. So, minimal lang yung expenses namin in terms of labor from other suppliers. So, most of it talaga kami lang. We studied it, we studied the menu and everything. So, medyo maliit lang yung naging puhunan namin compare other businesses. And that's what we are really proud of.
You know what, in terms of, enjoying, let's say, tea or coffee or, other types of libation, it really matters that you really have a good ambience. Diba? Parang you go to a shop, you go to a cafe for the ambience, for the silence, for the for the heck of
That's
it.
true. Kasi honestly ngayon, pwede naman nilang gawin sa bahay.
Yes.
Everything there's a tutorial everywhere. So they can do it at home. There's a DIY kit and everything. So the ambience is very important. Kaya sabi ko din talaga sa mga staff namin, dapat good service talaga aside from the ambience, na dapat malinis talaga ang store, and that yung service nila dapat talaga on top lagi. So that people will be coming back again and again.
Yeah, pero pag-usapan natin yung yung motif nung cafe mo. Parang 'di ba Starry, Shining StarryTea Cafe, 'di ba?
Yes.
Pero everything is in black and white.
Yeah, actually we just renovated, I think mga 2 months ago, when we made it to parang 2D theme. Kasi naging inspired din kami kasi our business talaga before, we used to travel. So we went to Japan, to Korea. We were able to visit stores like this. But then, meron na rin talagang gumawa dito sa Pilipinas nung ganitong concept. But I think it won't do any harm naman. Kasi here naman in Laguna, in our area, in our city, in Cabuyao, we are the first 2D cafe.
2D
So,
cafe, yeah.
Yes,
Ayun yung idea.
ayun.
So, StarryTea Cafe, what's with the name?
The name actually kasi siya, in all of our businesses, parang naka-trade na parang hindi naman trademark namin. I think parang na namin siya, parang yun na yung how do you say this ba? Parang yun na yung niyakap namin na name. So, Shining Star, we have kasi Shining Star Talent Workshop. So, now it's Shining StarryTea Cafe. We also have Shining Star Consumer Goods.
Yeah.
That was the first name that my husband and I, for the business, made.
Yeah.
So, yung mga naging, namin na businesses, naging, na siya, parang pattern na rin doon.
Yeah.
And we also have the resort, which is the Brillante Estrella.
Brillante Estrellas.
In English, it's also Shining Star.
Shining Star.
Ewan ko, siguro meron lang kaming magandang tingin when it comes to parang Shining Star.
Yeah.
Parang napaka-inspiring lang. Yun lang talaga siya.
That's our North Star. Parang whenever I hear it, there's always something at the back of my head that says, shining, shimmering, splendid.
And also because of the events then, our production name naman is 3 Stars Production.
Train stars.
So there's always a star kasi we wanted na whatever you do, you have to shine. You have to be committed to shine on it. Parang ganon.
Yeah,
So
whatever.
whatever businesses we venture, so yun yung iniisip namin, we have to strive hard in order to thrive. Yun naman siya.
Yeah, you hear it from Maria Angela Aris. So you're watching Kalingang Katribu. Stay tuned. We're going to be back.
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
Magandang araw mga katribu! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelevelo, Comfy Manalo, Atty. Lia Badillo Crisostomo, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Jerk Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na mula alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas na ang mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Sama-sama natin alamin ang mga natatagong istorya sa mga latest na kaganapan sa loob at labas ng bansa.
Simulan natin ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments ng aming programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube.
Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magkita-kita po tayo mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga at magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
You are watching Kalingang Katribu with Maria Angela Aris, owner of Shining StarryTea Cafe. Hello, welcome back, Maria Angela. Kanina,
Buong buo talaga.
buong buo. Yeah, kanina,
You can call me Maan na lang.
Maan niya. Ay, Maan.
Oo.
Kanina we were talking about your cafe. It's very splendid. It's very shiny.
Shiny, shimmering, splendid, pero black and white.
Black and white, yeah.
Walang connect yung name.
Actually,
Pero
it's-
anyway.
Yeah, very cozy and
ayun,
fancy
ito
space.
talaga.
Um,
And I'm sorry.
yeah, very cozy and fancy space. Very delicious drink, I bet. But, you know, can you sort of tell us what is your best seller in this part of town?
Our best seller,
Yeah.
I think really the milk tea, our burgers, our pasta.
The
Yan
burgers.
talaga. I think, kasi ako din, mahilig ako sa milk tea, sa mga drinks, coffee, also sa burger. It's my go-to comfort food ba?
Combination.
Yeah, yun talaga.
Oo.
And we also offer here kasi Anli. And we have Anli milk tea, Anli pasta, Anli Anli nachos, mga ganon.
Only milk tea.
Yeah, we do have that here. So, there were customers na I think 4, 5 milk tea different flavors.
Naku. Kaya pala tumataba sa pandemic eh.
Actually.
Ayun, pero what's your personal favorite? Ikaw?
Ako yung personal favorite ko will be our ano ba? Kasi lahat talaga gusto ko eh. Kinakain ko kasi talaga to lahat kaya ang laki ko din eh. Pero I think one of the best is our pesto pasta.
Pesto pasta.
Yun
Pero
talaga.
in terms of your price point, how competitive?
Sabi ng iba, medyo cheap nang daw yung price namin, but the quality, yun talaga yung kahit medyo mababa yung price namin, yung quality talaga hindi talaga pwedeng mag-suffer. Kasi honestly ako, mas maarte din kasi ako sa food eh.
Mhm.
So, ayoko namang ng masyadong mababa. Nasa mid-range lang talaga siya. So, it's affordable, but the quality is, I think, mailalaban ko to sa mga
Ayan.
Siyempre, love your own, diba?
Ayan.
Pero I think, lumilevel naman kami sa mga restaurant naman na magaganda talaga.
Ayan, you said it's quality at the same time affordable. But
Yeah.
you want to keep your overheads really low. So how do you how do you maintain that? I mean, lalo na ngayon pandemic, 'di ba? Tapos nakukuha pa rin kayo ng returns.
Oo, most kasi ng mga ano naman namin, kami talaga yung gumagawa.
Ayun.
So, number one talaga yon na talagang take time to, if you were going to be looking for suppliers, take time to study kung sino ba yung cheapest price, pero okay yung quality. And then kung wala kang makukuha, you have to learn it by yourself kung paano siya gagawin. So, kaya sa tingin ko, nakaka-cope up naman kami, even pandemic, kasi talagang kami-kami yung nag-aayos talaga, lalo na kung may ilalabas din kaming bagong product. Constant din kasi talaga kami naglalabas ng mga bagong product. As of the moment, i-share ko lang, as of the moment, we are on the planning stage of having some gyupsal area dito sa may parking namin. So, ayun, it's another addition to the food that Shining StarryTea will offer.
You're also into pageantry. Yeah, talk about this Mrs. Philippines International thing. And
I would really love to.
yeah, actually, di ba parang 2019 yung huli yung ano?
Oo, kasi talaga na-stop kami because of the pandemic kasi bawal naman talaga. But now, we will be having our comeback and our comeback is gonna be really, really good.
Ayun.
Talagang we are the one to watch for.
Magbabalik ako at dudurugin kita, gano'n.
Clean na siya. Yeah, kasi our Mrs. Philippines pageant started in 2017 was our first pageant. But before that, we were sending mga candidates na international. Meron kaming pang kids, teens, and then Mrs. Ito talaga yung routine namin every year, that we have our national event and then the following year we do, starting April to November, we do go to other countries with our candidates to different international pageants. That's gonna be every month talaga. So the pandemic happened, our routine stopped, nabago talaga lahat. And na-miss talaga namin. Kaya naman, pinaghahandaan talaga namin yung magiging comeback ng Mrs. Philippines International. It's gonna be held at Okada, Manila.
Nice, very fancy. So, Mrs. Philippines International, sino yung pinakasikat din yung brainchild for this pageant po?
We had our Mrs. International 2017. That was what do you call this ba? Our inaugural yung edition namin, yung nanalo namin doon, which is Miss G. Candalasa, Eribal. She's from Cebu. And then, 2 months preparation, we went to Singapore to compete for Mrs. International and she won the title. So, yun talaga yung namin, pride din namin. And then, every year, ang Philippines hindi nawawala. That's what we are really proud of. Yung mga queens na dinadala namin. And aside from the honor that they are really giving back to their community. And that's what we are very, very proud of. Kasi, being a Mrs., it's gonna be, being in a Mrs. pageant, it's gonna be a platform for them to be able to give back to the community. And that's what they're doing every now and then. And ngayon, since we are an advocacy-driven pageant, yung mga candidates namin this year, they are constantly doing charity works, outreach activities, different projects, collaborations, para makapag-give back din sa community nila.
You said, and this is a very lucrative business that's hit by pandemic. Pero how does this work ba? Parang you scout for talents and then you hone them like, John Robert Powers, ganun?
We are the organizing
body.
Orba. Parang ganon, the production team for the pageant. In terms naman, for the national pageant, they have their own handlers, managers, trainers. So, hindi na muna namin yun pinapakialaman. So, when the time comes that they are gonna be the keepers for the Mrs. Philippines International, kapag lalaban naman na sila sa international, that's the time we step in, give them advices, guide them on what's gonna happen, what to expect, and give them tips on how to do it better. So, dun pa lang kami talagang nag-handle sa kanila. But for the national pageant, like I said kanina, we made use talaga the social media, our
Yun.
website. So, ganun din yung medyo na-apply din namin siya sa Shining StarryTea Cafe.
Yeah.
And since yun naman talaga yung parang reaching point talaga, or I mean yung dun talaga nagre-reach out yung mga candidates, we make use of it talaga. And from there, we have interviews, and then kung sino yung makakapasa, they will be going to the national pageant, the grand coronation night. So our event in Okada is gonna be 3 days.
3 days.
3 expensive days talaga.
Pasabog talaga no?
Oo. Kasi we patterned it sa international. Lalo na ngayon kasi mahirap mag-travel. So gusto namin pag pumunta sila, isang puntahan lang, nandun na lahat ng gagawin nila. Ayaw namin yung pabalik-balik sila kasi syempre it's gonna be expensive on their part. Syempre magta-travel sila. Kasi we have candidates coming from Mindanao, coming from Visayas, from the northern part ng Philippines. Kaya, ayun, actually excited talaga kami. I think you can sense it.
Yeah. You're actually a hardcore fan of pageantry. But, pageantry is not just, for the sake of, displaying expensive gowns, It's about the
Yes.
it's about the point you're wanting to bring across.
The purpose, yun talaga.
The purpose. How do you still espouse that purpose even, through the downtime that is COVID-19?
Our reigning queens, we always have the catching up. Parang kami din yung naging magkakasama during the pandemic, magkakausap, ganyan. Kasi sa Mrs. Philippines International, we are like a family. So, etong mga reigning queens namin, they were always reaching out at each other kahit magkakalayo sila. And also, nagko-collab sila for different activities. And yung mga charity works, number 1 talaga yun. And kaya nakakatuwa din kasi kahit pandemic, alam mo naman natin that everyone talaga na-affect talaga ng pandemic, financially, emotionally. But they make sure na they are still doing their job. Pero I think it's not job naman eh. I can't just find the word. Pero their purpose. Kasi sa mga Mrs. Pageant, number 1 talaga is that you really have to know your purpose. Why are you joining? Kasi minsan, people will be questioning you. Mrs. ka na, bakit sasali ka pa? Ganyan. But then, different reasons, different purpose, yun yung magiging, yung magiging drive
Driving
mo talaga.
force, yeah. So the drive, talk about the drive. Yeah, penultimate question before we take a short break. A lot of people are actually, maybe inspired by your passion project that is, the Miss International Philippines and Starry Sky. Ayun, pero what is your advice for people who want to start a business and, just do not know where to start? Like,
actually, parang for me, I don't think I'm qualified to kasi until now I'm still in the learning process kasi this actually my husband and I we parang different talaga yung pinag-aralan namin kasi I took up I studied political science, my husband studied computer engineering, but then our passion
converge.
I think in the business parang ganon. So, just know what you really are passionate about.
Yeah.
Kasi when you know what you are passionate about, whatever fear, whatever problem na mag-occur, it will be, it won't be a hindrance for you to strive, for you to prove to yourself that you can do it.
Yeah. And maybe also what drives you, right?
Yes. Are you asking me what drives me?
What drives you? Yeah. What drives you? Yeah. Last question.
Aside from my parents, of course, my 2 children, my daughters, sila talaga yung reason. Kaya nandito kami ng husband ko, we are doing everything that we can to give them a better life.
Yeah. Look at you, Maan, you look like a woman on a mission. Yeah. You, you are watching Kalingang Katribu with Maan Aris. We are going to be back and read the lighter side of Maan when we come back.
Thank you.
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
Ngayong Lunes sa The Athletes Tribune Season 2. Be ready to be inspired and empowered.
It actually just showcases how resilient, how strong, how empowering these women are. Because seeing that story, it inspires many of us, Filipina, that we too can be there.
Makisabay sa fun and exciting na kwentuhan.
So Pauline, are you still available?
Abangan at panoorin ng 2-time Southeast Asian Games gold medalist, 2016 Asia Taekwondo Championship gold medalist at 2013 Asian Youth Games gold medalist, Pauline Lopez. Samahan niyo kami ngayong November 1 na, Monday at 7 p.m. Dito lang sa mas pinasayang The Athletes Tribune Season 2.
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
You are still watching Kalingang Katribu with Maan Aris, owner of StarryTea Cafe. So, Maan, we're going to get to know you more with this segment called Would You Rather. So, we're going to just play a little game to just basically expose you a little bit with
Oh my God.
very unflattering views. Hindi, joke lang. Ito. So, we are going to ask questions and then you're just straight from the hip answer.
Okay.
Okay. First off, would you rather read books or watch movies?
Watch movies.
Why so?
Parang ano na eh, nangyari na lahat ng pagbabasa ko during my college years. Ilang loss yun. So, ngayon, I'd rather watch movies talaga.
Mas nakaka-titillate ba yung movies kaysa sa books?
I have a sister who really loves reading books. So, I think magkaiba, different personalities talaga. But for me, siguro kasi sobrang busy talaga. So, I'd rather watch movies.
Yeah, on the go. Yeah, would you rather be a piece of art or a best-selling novel? Nice, may ganun.
Talaga straight from
Sino sulat neto?
Straight from the hip nga pala. Okay,
Straight from the hip.
best-selling novel.
Best-selling novel. Ito, would you rather suit up for a costume party or dress up for a fashion show? Yun.
Dress up for a fashion show.
Yun. Have bouquets of flowers or boxes of chocolates?
Boxes of chocolates.
Ay ba binibigay sa'yo ng mister mo?
Pareho eh.
Parehas. Yeah, pero do you still believe in chivalry in terms of flowers? Yeah.
Parang feeling ko pag nagbibigay ng bulaklak may kasalanan. Hindi, joke lang.
Ayun. Siguro pag mag-asawa na, di ba? Kapag ganun. Hang out with Gretchen Barreto or Chris Aquino, yun.
Chris Aquino.
Chris Aquino, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you can...
But I also love Miss Gretchen Barreto, ha?
Yeah.
Naaliw kasi ako kay Miss Crazy.
Si Chrissy, yeah. Have coffee with Piolo Pascual or Ding Dong Dantes? Invite mo
Sorry,
sila dyan.
Marian. Sorry, Miss Marian. Ding Dong Dantes.
Kay Ding Dong pa rin, yeah. Go hiking or swimming yan. Pabalik na ang
Swimming.
Swimming yan. Maan, it has been a delight having you at Kalingang Katribu.
Thank you,
Any
thank
final...
you, Sir Vernon.
Yes, ma'am. Any final word? Maybe invite them to your cafe or maybe sort of invite them to your pasabog this Inokada.
December.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Daily Tribunes, Usapang Business. Maraming salamat for having me. And also, if you want to grab comfort food, drink or sip a coffee or milk tea, delicious and affordable, just drop by to our store, Shining StarryTea Cafe, located at Mamatid, Cabuyao, Laguna. And also we have our other branch, our main branch, which is the Shining StarryTea Cafe in Bukal, Calamba branch. And so the much awaited comeback for the Mrs. Philippines International 2021 will be happening on December 16 to 18 at Okada, Manila. So if you would like to know more about our pageant, our advocacies, our missions, our candidates who are very, very beautiful, just go to our page, Mrs. Philippines International, or search for our website, mrsphilippinsinternational.com. So that would be all. Thank you so much po.
Ayun, pang Miss Universe yung sagutan. Yeah. Maria Angela Aris, owner of Shining StarryTea Cafe Cabuyao branch.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And that's it for today's Kalingang Katribu. My name is Vernon Velasco. Good afternoon.
Thank you.